Hi everyone. So, look what I did to my restroom. I purchased this artificial grass from the 99-cent store actually. And, I don't even know why I purchased them, but I just thought about this idea here. Look at this. And I don't want to stop there. I got my scissors out, and not just that, but I also want to come up with it. Bam. Imagine that shit. All the way to the fucking top. I want it wrapping and then coming back down to something like this. And these tiles here, I think they're $1. Artificial grass mat. It's 9 inches and 5 by 9 inches and 5 inches. 9.5 inches. 9.5 inches by 9.5 inches is 25 by 25 cm. Garden ease. Anyways, I brought my scissors with me because although I want to put this backsplash all the way around, I want to also add some in here, behind here. So I'm going to, I don't know if my scissors can cut through this, but I can definitely try. For now, I'll just do 2. Oh yeah, it cuts right through it. Oh, I don't know about this section here. Oh, there it is. And this is like the new thing right here. Artificial grass for indoors. I mean, we use it outside and shit, right? I mean, for some yards, I see the grass in some homes. Some homes have this artificial grass outside. So I think I just repeated myself. Some of it tore off right here. So you have to be very delicate with this stuff, with this material, with this type of material here, or else they will just come off like this. And honestly, I purchased this from, the 99-cent store. It looks like one's missing here. I don't know, maybe I cut it wrong. Anyways, I'm still learning about this stuff, and I'm barely thinking about some ideas to be different. And I just love how how this just stands out. I could even close this. Whoa. But I bought my towels to put in here. And yeah, this is all new shit right here. What's up, everyone? This here is a bamboo solar light that I also purchased at the 99-cent store. So I decided just to bring this in here. And Here I have, it's a it's a glass bowl of a light that I purchased from the 99-cent store, and I added some cement inside of it. Just like this, I made this Nike logo. And some of it, broke off here, but still the Nike logo. And I also poured concrete around this. So I basically formed a square, and then I poured concrete in there, and I just glued this together. But anyways, it looks pretty cool. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to put some zip ties, honestly, because I am not joking about this. So I'm going to be buying some zip ties to connect all this. And maybe this I can even fold down without altering what's there. It would just be a covering, like something that goes over. So this, I will probably end up training so it can go down. And then whenever I wash my hands, it won't really get in the way. I'm even thinking that we, as people, we can, right where we have our sink, we could have like an artificial plant. Or like a indoor garden section where we can grow tomatoes or something with artificial lighting. So, let's say this mirror opened up, boom. Even though this will get in the way technically, but I'm not even getting into all that. But imagine if that opened up, and then inside of that there was a grow room. That would be pretty cool because you have access to the sink, the toilet, and all that. But that's probably doing way too much, But I think it would be a pretty cool idea. Oh yeah, I need some of these little guys, like these little type of zip ties here, even though they're not zip ties, but well, it's like depth. It's depth regulated, meaning once you insert this, the first section, it will just stop right there where it has that little bead. But anyways, whatever. It's just another invention, and nothing for anyone to worry about. I just was just commenting that these tiles, these artificial grass mats, not tiles, but they remind me of tiles. I even was thinking about adding something dark behind it, like a dark cloth or dark some type of dark material, so it won't look white like this in the background. It'll look more dark like that back here because there's like a shadow. I guess, I don't know if this will work. No, that makes it horrible. So you guys can see the white background. But if it was black, it will like bring the color out like this, much more richer. Just because of that black contrast. But that's something for me to work on, honestly. And I obviously bought these. I think they look super cool because it's introducing color. So anyway, I also purchased, let me turn this music off, excuse me. Let me see here. Oh yeah, I purchased these guys here. Oh yeah, there's more little things. I made these here. I basically purchased this. I bought some sea salt. I purchased this little stone. I put it in there and I filled it up with sea salt all the way up here. And this was for sale. This container, this canister. This one's orange. And I stopped the salt all the way right here. But if I want to, I can raise it all the way up and it will be nothing but pure salt. And it looks so cool. It looks nice and shiny, crystallized. See that? But I decided to add some color into it. So this one's a blue one. This one over here is a green one. Anyways, so, oh yeah, look at this. This is colorful. Colorful. Right? Oh, this is what I was trying to do. So I already have one going here. I was about to show you guys, what I'm trying to do. So technically I need another one of these, backing things. So I can put like back here. Whoa. And so like this. Because look at, they sell these here. Right? They sell just this. And it comes pre-painted. The little leaves are actually made of like steel or aluminum or something. It's some type of metal. Let me see if it specifies metal garden fence. It even specifies metal garden fence. It says, warning, this is not a toy for decorative purposes only. Whoa, this is falling. It was about to fall. But see how it just makes the colors stand out in these little fences? So even this, I was thinking about zip tying it. And maybe I could even like push this material and hide it. And just keep, this floral stuff. I mean, look at, they painted it. There's a dragonfly. I actually brought it out so it could be like 3D. So it's like 3D. I'm all showing like everything, but whatever. So like, yeah, it's 3D as opposed to this one. I never really brought it out, besides you guys can kind of see it there. But you guys can easily, take this and bring it out. And it'll stay there. And then you can trim this like boom. But it's not no one's forcing you to do it. It's just, that's just another way of decorating this whole thing differently with these artificial grass mats. So you guys can see right here how it just makes this stand out. And typically this here, these are called the metal garden fence. This is the metal garden fence here by like Gardenese, right? These can actually go in the dirt or in an indoor planter or something. Imagine having a cute little like planter the size of this box or something. And then you staking this in your planter and having it, like on a planter. Check this one out. Imagine a small little planter like this. Like shit, you can even create a fucking a birdhouse and hang it on it like on a tree. So it could have maybe this wrapped around a tree. But I don't know, it might look a little bit weird. But it doesn't have to be that. It could just be a planter, with real plants growing out of here. You know what I mean? Can you guys see that? Imagine this being like looking at a wall on this, like the side of a house. And this was down here is the concrete. That type of thing. But yeah, I was also thinking about doing this little design here, but I need some form of zip ties or something to keep this from falling down. See, the metal will be able to hold it up. And see how you can't really see like the flower with all this other stuff going on? And this little thing here. And that's mainly because it doesn't have a contrast color behind it. But see how it stands out now? So technically, I could remove this and place it back here. But that's probably doing way too much, honestly. Maybe not. If I can get a hardback on this, and somehow securing it, with, back here somewhere with some hooks or something, then this can actually be like a top, kind of shelf. Then, in other words, that's all it is, right? It's just, this restroom thing. Basically, if you were to purchase one, it would just sit on top of this and it will cover the lid. And it would just look like this. Right? So, if that was the case, then you can easily add a backing to it, like this metal thing here. Like nothing, because it will have the board on the bottom of all this. So it would easily, hold that up. But, honestly, when someone sits down, this is going to shift unless it is a real piece of wood. Obviously, this little metal garden thing would fall right now, but I think it would be a cool little project to work on, unless I can find, another, different reason to not put it over there. Whoa. That's why, I honestly been praying about getting a tripod to hold my phone. It would be super cool to be able to attach it to the to the door here or something while I'm looking at everyone like this. That type of view would be, and I don't even have my glasses. I thought I had my glasses. I'm sorry. Um, I thought I had them on actually. But that's why I wanted to buy that. But for now, like, yeah, I went, mowing lawns. I went to go mow lawns. I was, helping a buddy that I met. He wants help mowing the lawn, so he paid me like $100 or more than that, obviously. But what happened is I went to the 99-cent store and I purchased all this stuff. Besides the towels were not there. And obviously over time I put all this stuff together, but I think it would be super cool to have this going around and maybe even introducing some real grass and plants inside of the house, or, just a small little area like a planter, maybe even a hanging planter, with, like, think about it, people. Those those container type of planters. Well, imagine, if you would, a hanging planter, but on the bottom it having a tray. So basically what will happen is the soil will still have like a covering, of some sort to retain the soil within that basket. And then it could have spacers so that the excess water will go in the actual container that hangs on top of, a ceiling or whatever. So at the bottom of it, the water will be there. There will be water, like similar to a container, a cup, planner. But instead of just a planner, it has the tray at the very bottom. What is the tray for? Well, it collects some of the water, and that water can actually be recycled. So by doing this type of idea that I'm talking about, it will obviously, change the way that people garden. And not just that, but I think it will require less watering as well. So, I mean, I don't know if there will be an issue with the water not, filtering all the way out. But I think with this idea, basically all we're doing, the concept that I just thought, and we as a people, what we are doing as a people will be taking a regular planter with the base that collects some of the water from the planter, and we're converting this into a tray, a bigger tray that will be able to be hanged, while a smaller tray, a more medium-sized tray, will be, assuming the outside one is a large one, right? So the medium one will go in there. It will have spacers. The water will seep through and down, and therefore, you having what's the word? Like the ability to be able to grow a variety of plants while not allowing that water that's in that container to drip anywhere in the house. Anywhere in the house. You do not want that basket to drip water. And that's another reason why these people who, use these planters with a base that collects water is because the water over time creates what is called, like etching, or, that's long-term, formation and development, and, can even ruin the concrete or the pathway, the tile, the granite, whatever it is that you might have on your property. Because I used to clean windows. I've been in a lot of homes. I understand, how people garden. I understand a lot of things. So these, these, these planters, some, I've been to some homes where they don't have a base, and those problems develop. And so that's also true with the hanging planters. We don't really see them too often. And typically when you see them, they're not really indoors. They're outdoor plants. And, it makes me think about like an upside down Coca-Cola bottle, and then another Coca-Cola bottle inverted, but vertically. So one straight and another one flipped vertically, and then it connecting. The top one having soil, hard packed with a screen, with a sponge or something. So only the water will be able to go down to that second one. But that's like, do it at home, do it yourself project, and maybe it will inspire people to create newer ideas, newer, research and development, stuff like that. But, with my idea, it was more, for the planter the container, the container to hold that water in case a person does not want water to be dripped anywhere inside of the house. So basically we're getting these other, planters, but we're not allowing the water to just go down because it could damage stuff. You see that in stores. They don't have a container all the way at the bottom where the water can be recycled. I believe that they should. And by doing so, I'm not criticizing Lowe's or Home Depot or all these places that sell flowers and plants, live plants. I'm saying this because that water can really be reusable if it's, caught in a container. So by Home Depot and Lowe's actually installing these, kind of like water pools, plastic water pool. It's a container, but it will, recycle. It will give you the ability to recycle that water without like spilling it on the concrete, because it also is another safety issue. And, like they have to really keep that area clean because that water can get slimy over time and people can slip and fall and hurt themselves badly. So by creating something like this that I just concepted or whatever, I believe that, I think a lot of people will start introducing that type of stuff inside of their homes. Even the very top of the planter, the basket ones, it could have a light. So, electrical cord can technically run like inside of a bedroom. I don't know about inside of a restroom, because if it's over here and it has electrical current, then someone can get hurt with electricity. But obviously, if there's a basket with a cord, like a you know, a bedroom, a bedroom wall, light, which has like an extension cord. Basically, that's all it is. With one of those things where you can connect a light bulb into. Well, anyway, imagine a basket having that light bulb, and it would just shine on the plant. It would just shine on the plant, especially at night or in dark areas inside of a home, somewhere where it doesn't really get a lot of light or lighting, Technically, people will be able to grow tomatoes inside of their living rooms. I mean, think about that. Imagine installing more of these fan things here. And I am sorry. I forgot that this light bugs, my friend who's allowing me to rent a room at his house. So, oops, turn that off. Anyway, so imagine that. Imagine more of these things being installed and then you growing up there. Imagine a tomato plant. And if the little tomatoes fall, you be walking in here and be like, oh crap, a tomato. And, you'll want to grow more stuff. You would want to reap them, to harvest them, especially if they're falling down. And not just that, but imagine if you had a button where it can come down. And then you're able to attend to it. Imagine if this was a garden, bed here. I mean, this is pretty big here. But if it was chained up and it was, maybe the box itself was a box of styrofoam, and then right outside of it, it was metal, and the chains were soldered, not soldered, but welded on. And then it had, like 4 chains or whatever, or if it was straight up, where you can push a button and it'll go up or down to give you more space, to give people more space. That would be pretty cool.